Are you looking for a podcast about the blindest of love?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh. Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
I'm feeling fancy.
I'm feeling horrible.
Oh, well, okay. Bring the mood down, why don't you?
am jonesing for that sweet COVID sauce, man.
Oh, God, yeah. I really
My
want another
allergies
Airbags.
have been eating me alive lately. Like the past week, I've been dying. I woke up at 4 a.m. today
Oh, my God.
with my eyes and nose just like, just like dead.
No. Well, there's a new booster. Go get it.
Is it?
Yeah,
No
like
one's
it's
been
out.
warning me. I haven't been getting my CVS like, hey, you can come get your thing.
No, it's like
The
happening.
doctor didn't
like,
shoot it. Well, okay, I need it.
New fucking booster. Go. I think
Fucker,
they're at CVS
shoot
now.
me up. Right here. I'm tired of allergies.
It says, like, the WHO is urging those at high risk to take any booster they can get their hands on, which this is from fortune.com. But I think they're just available now at CVS. So, like,
Cool. I'm booking
Go
an
get
appointment because
yeah.
allergy season's here and I'm done.
I gotta
Like-
get my flu shot, too. So,
I have lived allergy-free life like the past 3 years. I can't go back.
yeah, I'm jealous, dude.
I need the COVID
Need the
juice. man.
sauce.
I need it. So actually today I came in here and cranked up the air purifier to just high, and it did help. My eyes did quit getting scratchy.
Good.
So an air purifier like could do it, but I could just get the free sauce, man.
Yeah, get the sauce.
You know?
All Americans ages 6 months and older are eligible to receive an updated COVID booster tailored to the
Fuck.
XBB Omicron strain.
Yes, dude.
That's straight from the CDC, so go get you one.
Yes, good. That's why I bring it to you, because I was like, I wonder if Kelsey knows if I can get the sauce.
Yeah, get the
Oh,
sauce.
I need it, dude. But it has to be Pfizer sauce. So I got to
mean-
find a CVS with the Pfizer juice, because there were some when I was doing it the last time that were Moderna only,
Oh.
and I was like, no, I will find me a Pfizer only.
I know that, like, I'm supposed to trust all of them, and it's not that I don't trust them, but, like, I have all Pfizers right now, and I don't really want to, like, ruin
like,
the streak.
Yeah, and I know what Pfizer's been doing for me. Pfizer has been like keeping me good.
Keep you right.
I'm not scheduling it, but I am going through the process to see what they have on hand.
Good.
But anyway, you feeling good? You feeling fancy? What's
I'm feeling
up? Why
fancy.
so
Can I tell you why I'm feeling fancy?
Yeah, what's up?
I went to a ballet this weekend.
A ballet?
A ballet?
Gross.
No, it was fun.
Nah,
I'd
that's
never been to a ballet before.
Okay.
It was really cool. So
I don't think I have either.
it was the coolest ballet I could have gone to because it was the ballet Dracula.
Well, that
was
is
so
fancy.
cool.
Okay.
It was amazing. Like the crowd was all like we dressed up to go. We went out and bought some nice clothes.
Okay.
I wanted to find something like vampire-y to wear, like I couldn't find anything like in the red and black vein that I wanted to wear. But
Okay.
so we went to the ballet and almost everybody there was in red and black, and I was like, damn it, all these fancy,
Oh,
beautiful
man.
people. But it was really fun. Like the place we went to is the Windspear Opera House down in Dallas. We ended
Okay.
up getting season tickets like a few months back. They were having a sale, and it was like way cheaper than I thought it was going to be to get season tickets to a ballet. Like it was just a few $100s, and you
Okay.
get tickets to every single show. So we were like, let's fucking do that.
Yeah.
And we got like good seats too. We were right in the center, and we're like maybe 6 rows back from the orchestra.
Okay.
It's cool as shit. I loved the ballet. It was a really good time. It was enjoyable. I didn't know what to expect because I've been to like plays and musicals, of course, but I've never
Yeah.
been to like a ballet performance.
Okay.
So I was like, are they going to have singing? Is there words? Are they acting?
Yeah, like how do I know the story? Well, that's how I felt in Cirque du Soleil when we went. They were like, it's a story, and I'm like, how can it be a story? Like, how am I gonna know?
Yeah.
But like I was fully aware of what was happening. you
Yeah,
know?
so that's pretty much how the ballet was. Like there was no
Okay.
words, no singing or anything, but I was like fully the story was happening. It was unfolding via dance. It's like, ah,
Okay.
great. It was fun. I recommend going to a
Nice.
ballet whenever you can, if you have one near you.
I think it's
Especially
interesting that
Dracula.
ballets are cheaper than like plays because like I've looked at
Yeah.
getting like the season tickets to like the plays in Dallas or whatever, and that was
Yeah,
like
those are
thousands of dollars.
fucking expensive. Yeah,
So to
it's
think about
nuts.
season tickets for hundreds of dollars to a ballet,
Yeah.
that is more accessible art, and that's supposed to be
Yes.
the highest of art. So
The
that's
highest
cool.
of arts. Yeah.
I like
It
that.
was so much fun. The guy who played Renfield was leaping around like a fucking animal and was just totally insane. It was amazing. The people who do ballet, their physicality never ceases to amaze me, dude. Like,
Oh man,
it's insane.
I didn't ever show you this photo, but we went to Fremont Street in Vegas,
Okay.
and there was like a lady doing like the strong like stuff where she would like
Ooh.
stand on her like hands and do like one hand and hold
Yeah.
all limbs out and shit. Well, I went over there and gave her like a tip in her little hat or whatever, right? And she
Uh-huh.
goes, "We're gonna do this." She's like, "Bend over and like hold yourself steady," and she balanced
ma'am.
on me.
What?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
and she kept trying to get me to like look up, but I thought she was like trying to make me like hold my neck straight or something, and I didn't know Taylor was supposed to take a picture of it. So Taylor has a photo of me just looking straight at the ground with this lady just like fully like holding one finger like on me balancing.
Oh my god, wild. That's so
Um,
cool.
But I love people that like I love that stuff. The whole like you said physicality of that shit.
Yeah,
Mind blowing.
it is. Man, every sinew on display. Ballerinas are insane. They're wild. They're nuts.
I prefer men ballet people.
Yeah.
I find their physicalities because like they're usually like shirtless, and you're
Yes.
just like watching just like the fucking Gastonness of them. And you're
So this was
my
like a fully
God,
Yeah, this was a fully costumed performance. So it was like
that's fun. I've never thought of a ballet like that before.
yeah, so he's like jumping around in like suit coats and shit, which I'm sure they're tailored to be like I don't
Yeah.
know, ballet stretchiness and stuff, but it looks like he's leaping around in a three-piece suit.
Man,
And I have to agree with you. The men are like I don't want to say they're more entertaining to watch, but it's more of a spectacle because they do those
Oh, yeah.
big wild leaps through the air. Like that Russian ballet shit where they're like on their knees and then just like suddenly
Yeah.
6 feet in the air. He was doing all sorts of stuff like that. Renfield
because like
was.
women in ballet, it's graceful and it's very pretty.
Yeah.
But like men, they're throwing a lot of meat around. You know what I mean? Like there's a
Yes.
lot of dude to
Yeah.
have to like do the same stuff.
And they're just like
that's what's
picking up
impressive.
ballerinas like they're goddamn set pieces, dragging them around like chairs and shit.
Well, Jesus, they only weigh like 60 pounds. They
Yeah.
don't eat for shit.
Yeah, ballet is
Man, you
really
get me hyped for
entertaining art
ballet.
form.
Why are you
Ballet's
hyping
fucking
me
cool.
up so much today? You're just hyping today.
What I come here to do? Go see a ballet. Go buy Cyberpunk.
Man, that's fun. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, you should go to a ballet. I recommend it.
I've never thought about them doing like something contemporary like Dracula. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It's apparently one of the oldest ballets out there, though. Like, Dracula's been around for fucking ever.
oh. Well, before I ask you more questions about the ballet, can we crack into this? Did you crack
Please.
something fancy at the ballet?
You know what? I'll tell you about that.
Would me having a Dr. Pepper at the ballet be too lowbrow?
I was wondering, like, what kind of victuals they would have there, because they
Yeah.
were like, we have concessions. And I was like, surely they're not going to have popcorn. They had popcorn. We bought a little snack box. It was the everything chocolate box, and it said the description of it was chocolate truffles, chocolate covered fruit, chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate covered almonds. And I was
Okay.
like, fuck yeah, let's buy that. It was $10. We
And
get
it's
it.
one of each.
Basically, it was one slice of mango dipped in chocolate, two
Ooh, but
little
yum.
bitty baby truffles, so small, and then like
Okay.
5 pretzels and a handful of almonds.
I
was
mean,
like,
you said
know what?
$10. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what more to expect because most chocolate by itself is just like $10.
it's true. Yeah, I should have just bought a box of Junior Mints. They were $6.
Okay, what kind of beverages did they have?
Oh,
Because I'm picturing wine is on the menu.
yeah, for sure. There was
fancy
like
fancies.
wine, and they had special cocktails. One was called Vampire's Kiss. It's like signature
Oh, very
cocktails they've made
fun.
for the ballet.
Fun.
But they also had like Dr. Pepper and stuff, and they had coffee. I got a coffee.
Okay, so I can sit there with a Peps and still be highbrow with the rest of them. Okay.
Oh, I'm drinking a pepper right now because you
Just
left
be
a bunch
like,
of peppers at my house this weekend.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Pepper for you, pepper for me. Be a pepper. I'm a pepper. And
How do
they'll
you
be like,
drink
"What?"
this daily? Every time I drink a
'Cause it's
pepper,
so
I'm like
good.
blasted back.
It's the only thing that quiets the noise of the world for me.
Okay.
It just because this is all you can feel when you have a pepper. You
Yeah.
can't feel anything else but but the Dr. Pepperness,
I feel it. I feel it.
And then I had 6 at your house the last time, so man, they're so good. They're so great.
I mean, if they soothe your soul, so be it.
I think you're the person that said it to me. Like barbecue water?
I've never
or
called it
something?
barbecue water, but somebody in this
Oh,
world.
I heard it once and have exclusively used that to describe it.
It is accurate.
Man, I feel so good with mine right now, and you're like, I see you like
Struggling.
getting rocked back to like, wow, wow, just like getting punched. It's so
Yeah.
good, man. Oh, it's so delicious.
But hey, speaking of Dracula,
Speaking of vamps, where I left those Dr. Peppers, you guys were telling me about that Vampire Survivors, which you've brought up many, many times before.
yes, good game.
I think you've just like talked about it, but what got me was when Ferdin was like, "It's $7," and I was like, "I could fuck with $7."
Yeah, that's why I told you last Friday roundup. I was like, it's only $5. It's $7 with the DLC. It's so much content for that amount of money too.
I mean, I don't know that so far because really it's just a bunch of content for me because I'm not progressing until I've like beaten the level and gotten the checkbox for it.
Uh-huh.
So like I have to survive the 30 minutes, and I did progress on some other ones because like I just could not get there. So I was like, well, if I progress, this one's worth more gold, so I can do upgrading and then potentially get it later.
Yeah.
And then you said that the moon glow thing was like the first big boss.
yeah. So like once you
I
unlock the
haven't
first,
done that until
Yeah.
I 100% the rest.
there's so much in this game that like isn't explained to you outright. But I kind of like that because you have to do like hours of internet
Yeah.
research to figure out what the next step
Oh,
is.
I've figured out nothing because
so
I
deep.
couldn't beat the first level. I was like, people like this? This is not fun. And then I bought like people because I saw that I had people when I was going to choose my guy, right? And I was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, sure, I'll buy the people, but I'll use them later when I can fucking beat this first fucking level. And I didn't realize that at the main menu, there's a power-up place where you can then
Uh-huh.
start buying your upgrades. And then I fucking demolished that first level.
There you go.
But then, now I'm unlocking other perks that haven't even come into play yet because I'm fully upgraded in that space. But
Nice.
then I got a thing where it's like, well, you can start with a different card now, and this card gives
Yeah.
you a perk that changes how you will begin. Do you want? And I only have 2 cards thus far.
Okay.
It's like these specific health items do double healing, and I was like, fuck that, don't need that. But then this one is like, but these weapons, you get like 2 upgrades to it right off the bat.
That's
and I'm
nice.
like, fuck yeah. So I'm like already like super powered when I hit start.
Boom.
And then I fucking just like get after it.
Demolish it.
So fun.
Yeah. There's
so
just
it
like
is fun.
Yes.
What is your favorite, I guess, upgrade? Like what's your favorite perk that you get when you play it?
So like in the unlocks area?
No, like when you're playing it and you get like the weapons because you power up or do whatever and you can choose all the different stuff because it's roguelike,
Yeah.
so it changes. You never get the same ones every time.
Right.
But what's your favorite one so far? I definitely have one that I'm like, when that's there, that's the one I want.
Yeah. The one that I always get is I forget what it's called, but it's spell something because you get 3 different spells, and then when you find all 3 of them, upgrade them to full, the fully upgraded perk is it combines all of those spells into one item, so you can get an additional 3 items on top of it.
So I'm thinking it's because you're playing with a different person. Because my guy can't do spells. He's just a whip man.
Yeah, you got to unlock. I figured you were the whip guy.
Well, he's like the most Castlevania dude there. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to beat it with him first. And then I'll transition into like the mage people. Because I've unlocked a bunch of like straight up mage people. And I was
you should try out some of the other powers just for fun.
No, I want to beat it with this guy. And then I'll start playing around with all them.
Okay.
But for me, it's garlic, hands down.
Yeah, garlic is great. I love garlic.
Garlic is fuck. Every time garlics are, gotta get the garlic.
Yes.
But then
it's
I got
a great
these
early weapon.
doves.
Okay,
There's these little birds, and if you get the white bird, but then the raven as well, they will later combine into one bird that fucks people up.
Yes.
And I've only done that. I've never been offered both birds in a playthrough except for once.
Oh, really? Shit.
Only once, and it was fucking great.
Have you unlocked all your like banishes and skips?
I don't know.
Okay. So like whenever you get an upgrade, it'll give the opportunity to either banish an item and you're like, stop showing me knife, I don't want knife, and so you just banish it instead of grabbing an upgrade.
That has not happened.
Oh, that's great.
That has
and then
never been offered.
You can just like choose to not get an upgrade if you have something you don't want, or you can re-roll it.
I would like to do that because there's some times where I'm like, I don't like these. So then I'll choose like something that I can't like. Picking up the like power pellets from far away is like a fine one. I don't really care about that one too much.
Yeah.
Ooh, lightning is probably my number 2.
Oh, I love lightning too.
Oh, dude, if I can get lightning and garlic combined, unstoppable. Fucking done. The knife definitely would skip every fucking time.
I hate the knife. It sucks.
I fucking hate it. It keeps me alive. Like when it gets fully upgraded, that's how I've beaten a lot of the levels is with the knife. But I just don't fucking like it.
No, it's boring.
I have to constantly just aim it and all that shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Like, it's good. But it's not fun.
Yeah, I don't like the ones where you have to aim. You're going to love the spell stream. It's insane.
That's how my fucking bird is. He's nice. So, I did finally 100% the tower. Because I was like, which one do you think I haven't done? And you were like, dairy plant. And dairy plant sucked ass.
Yeah,
I did
don't
hate
like
that
dairy
one.
Plant. Did you get the mini boss in the tower?
I guess. I mean,
Veda?
I got the check mark.
Did you get like the tumor
it's
lady?
fully done.
She like lives in the basement.
Oh, I don't know. Probably not then.
Probably not then.
I mean, I found the coffin finally by going through the mirror.
Yeah, how long did that take you? Because I didn't see the mirror. Richard's like, it's this way. I'm like, where?
I googled it because I was like, there's a question mark and there's nothing here.
Yeah.
And so it was like, there's a mirror, and I was like, oh, fuck off. This is stupid.
How are you supposed to see that? Like, the whole game is full of stuff like that. Just random secret bosses and, like, different things that you would never know unless you, like, walk into a corner and look at a specific area. Which is cool. Like, I like a game that's full of secrets. But it is complex, and I'm glad that I have Richard to shepherd me through it because he's played through it so many times already. So I'm just, like, along for the ride.
I think I finally did beat the one because I activated some mode.
Hyper mode?
I don't think it was hyper mode, but it might have been. Because, like, the time still went the same level. Because, like, there's one that, like, increases the timer so it happens faster. There's one that leaves it the same, but I
run
think...
faster.
Yeah. Is that
Hurry mode.
Hurry, yeah. Yeah, I did it on that, and they give you more gold and more experience and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is the only way to play this game. This is phenomenal. Hurry mode is great. I don't want to do hyper because I don't want to make the time go faster, too.
Yeah.
I just want to move fast.
Once you get the 4, like, main levels unlocked and you finish, I think it's hyper mode. Once you, like, complete hyper mode on all 4 of those, then you unlock the first boss, and that's when the game, like, really starts going.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to get the check mark for living the 30 minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do the moon glow, but I guess I'll also go back and do it on all the 3 different modes or whatever.
Yeah. You got to find a guide online so you know what to fucking do, because it's a mystery.
Yeah. I mean, I was just having fun wasting time killing stuff, because I only play it for, like... Well, actually, the first time I played it for, like, 4 hours.
Yeah, it's easy to fall into.
Because I was like, Well, I kept dying like 5 minutes into the level, and I'm like, this game's
Oh.
stupid. What the fuck? And then I was like, oh, upgrades. And then I was like, hey, here we go. I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I used my gold to upgrade myself like a smart boy, the game became quite accessible.
Yes. It's a good time. I recommend it to anybody that likes roguelite stuff. Like, I don't like roguelite stuff, but I like this game. So if you like arcadey shit, like, it's just a good time.
I only like it because it was so cheap.
Okay.
And I think it's a good like time kill. Like I'm never really itching to go back and play it. I just kind of play it before bed as like a wind down.
It does make me sleepy.
Crazy that's a wind down. The most like just crazy
Yeah.
bullet hell.
It's just so much
'Cause
noise.
I've killed like 10,000 people on the screen, but I'm all like, yeah, that was a nice simple. Well, you really don't have to think about that game,
Yeah, I mean, you just get the
gotta walk.
upgrades and just walk around. So it's so soothing.
which is why it's like, yeah, that's easy. But like, I'm not obsessed with this game. Maybe I will be once I do the first boss and maybe stuff opens up.
Maybe.
But
We'll
I'm
see.
also not super into like needing a guide, and I'm probably not gonna dig that hard into it. I just want to kill some stuff, man.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fun.
I just want to kill stuff.
I like it because there's like 180 achievements and they're all in a literal checklist. So you can just go in and be like, check, check, check,
Yeah.
check, and finish all of them. It tickles the list maker in me.
Yeah, I do want to. I didn't think about doing checkboxes for hyper mode and all that stuff. Now you've added more things. Like I was just doing the like, I picked the whip guy, the levels. It says I've done these. Gonna do the next one.
Yeah.
And what was the point of the garden one? There's one where just like plants are there and you gotta live for 15 minutes. What is hard about
Yeah.
that level? Nothing happened.
Nothing. It unlocks some shit later.
So it's like I'll find a secret in there. I just didn't now,
Yeah.
possibly. Okay, because I played it like, ooh, this might be hard, and I was just like, I could just stand here and live.
Yeah. I forget
Like, what's
what
the
I
purpose?
I forget what I ended up finding in there, but I feel like it was a key to beating something else elsewhere.
So it's probably important, like 6 levels down the line or something.
Probably.
But yeah, it's solid. It's not quite my. I mean, I'm still more itching to play Spider-Man.
Okay.
So I woke up at 4:00 this morning with allergies, right?
Ugh.
And I was like, I'm not going back to bed. I was like, I could just go play something,
Yeah.
but I wanted to go play Spider-Man. I didn't even think about Vampire Survivors, and it was right next to the bed. I was like, I could go across the house and play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Get your Spider-Mans on.
Well, I'm almost done with the first one. It's not doing what it was supposed to do. I remember it telling me which act I was in as it
Spider-Man?
happened. Yeah. And I was like, I thought this was the end of Act 1, but it didn't pop up the Act 2 banner. It's like, okay, I guess I'm still in Act 1. And I'm like, but it says I'm like 80% of the way through this game. What's going on? And apparently
Weird.
it just doesn't list it now that I've beaten it, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
That game's still super fucking good.
good.
I hate how good they did on that game.
When's the new one out?
October 20th. And I'm not taking time, so
Mm.
we'll just see what happens when I play
Just
that
get
one.
your weekend on.
Before we go further, I'd like to tell you who is voicing Venom in it, because it is
Oh.
somebody important.
Okay.
But I want to make sure I say the right person. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. Venom in the new game is voiced by the Candyman.
The Candyman? Like the
Like,
original Candyman?
like straight up Candyman, who was then in all the Final Destinations because he was
Oh, shit.
Candyman. Like this deep gravel voice, like the Candyman guy, and it was
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
like Kevin Smith scenario thing. So when he was making Mallrats, he was like, "Man, I really wish Stan Lee could be in this," and the people. Like the studio just said, "Well, ask him," and he's like, "I can't ask him that. Why? You can't just ask people to be in your movie." And they were like, "Why not?" So we asked him, and Stan Lee is in that movie, right?
That's so cool.
So the people making this, they were all like, "Man, Tony Todd, the Candyman, would be like a perfect voice, but we can't really ask him. He probably wouldn't be into this." And they ask, and he's like, "It's one of the most fun roles I've ever done." Like, sometimes guys just put it out there. You never know, man. Like,
You
you
never
never know.
know.
Just put it out there. Your dreams
You
might
gotta
come
ask.
true. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that's who it was, and he is terrifying. So I posted a video because they just went gold, which means the discs are now ready to be printed and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he had a line in it where he just said like, "We are Venom and we are gold now," or whatever.
Oh, nice.
It was scary as fuck, dude. I'm like, dude, Candyman's scary. I like
He's a
him.
scary guy.
So, anyway, Vampire Survivors, literally solid, guys. Like, if you need just a game to just, to me, it's a good just blow off steam. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not anything more for me.
You can turn your brain right off when you're playing
You
it. I go to
fucking can.
sleep. It makes me sleepy.
Dude, like, that's a wind down game if there ever was one.
Yeah. It's
Solid
so good.
choice.
I'm glad you like it.
I would like to finish my whip guy, and then I'm gonna dip into more people because I
Yes.
have like 15 characters that are there. I've only bought like 3 or something,
Okay.
and then I'm like, am I really gonna play every level with like 30 people
no.
and do all the shit? You know?
Most of those characters you'll play once and be like, I hated that experience, and you'll never play them again.
Okay. Well, the whip guy is honestly he is okay.
Yeah, he's decent. Like, you should branch out.
His like normal attack, I don't love. Like I don't love
If
it.
you have unlocked Eleanor, play as Eleanor.
I have no clue who I have unlocked. It's just like pop people up, and then I'm like, I'll buy you later when I beat this guy. When I beat the Belmont style guy, like the traditional Castlevania man, then I can just like have fun with the game.
The way your brain works is so strange.
I want to play it Castlevania style. I mean, we're hunting Dracula. Why do I want to be somebody that doesn't hunt Dracula? On the norms.
Okay.
Plus, it's cool because I guess you get the different skins, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's one that makes you look more like a sprite from Castlevania, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm using that one. So
Nice.
I gotta get back into it. I haven't played it in a couple days.
It'll be there for you, waiting forever.
It'll be there for you.
It'll be there for you. Speaking of nerd shit, I went to the Retro Expo this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was nuts. Like, they moved to the Marriott Dallas Allen. It's called Marriott Dallas, but it's in Allen. So I'm like, why do you call it that? But they've moved to like the bigger hotel since they started at like a small little baby convention center. And
yeah,
it was
the
like,
places that I remember going pretty small.
yeah. So the Marriott is a little bit bigger, but they have filled that thing up so much now. Like, I don't know if it's like this every time on the first day. I think I've only ever been on Sundays because it's a Saturday-Sunday thing.
Okay.
And so we decided to go Saturday this time. We're like, let's just get there when it opens so we can like get a good grab at the stuff, you know? The whole lobby of the hotel was a snake of a line, just people back and forth and back and forth. It felt like a fire hazard because it was just like so many people were packed in there and the line went forever. We walked in there and we were like, where the hell's the back of the line? And we had to walk for a very long time to find it. And then we're like, okay, maybe the doors aren't open yet. And maybe we're in the wrong line. So I went ahead to see whether we were in the right line and whether the doors had opened. And they're like, yeah, it's open. We just, this is the line. So get back in it and wait. So we did. And we were in line for, I think, up almost an hour.
That's
just
gross.
to get into the expo. And I was like, God damn. And it was packed in there. Like, it was full of people, shoulder to shoulder, sardine style. And I had like one thing in mind that I wanted. I've been stalking this company called Nat 20 Sabers, and I have been wanting one of their lightsabers because they make super custom ones. They're dueling grade lightsabers, so you can like hit people with them and shit. They have like saber guilds, I guess, in here in Dallas, which sounds like an interesting time, like choreographing actual lightsaber fights and stuff and hitting each other with them. So I've been wanting a saber, and I found one on their website. It's called the Druid Blade, and it's like gold and green. And I was like, oh, so pretty, gold and green. It's my favorite. So I really wanted that. And that's really the only thing I wanted because we've gotten so hard on collectibles the last couple of years. Like, our shelf is at capacity. So we didn't really want to like get too much, but so we went in did like a quick lap around the show floor and then found the Nat 20 Sabers guys. And I was like, I've seen your Druid blade online and I want to buy that. And they were like, oh, we just stopped manufacturing that one.
Oh my God.
I was like, God damn it. And I was probably visibly distraught because it was crowded in there and I don't like crowds. So I probably looked harrowed. But I was like, man, I really wanted that saber. It's so cool. And the guy was like, yeah, I know. And then he was like, wait, we might have something. And so he like goes and rummages around in the back and doesn't come back with anything. He's like, we don't have any of them left. And I was like, man, you got my hopes up. And then he's like, but wait, we have the forge. And he opens up this like big toolbox and he's like, we have all these individual parts that were from sabers that like they're just like broken apart because the saber is like 3 or 4 different pieces. There's like the pommel and then the handle.
Galaxy's Edge or whatever now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So he digs through there and he's like, we do have the handle from the Druid blade. It's like the nice green piece. And I was like, fuck yes. Okay. And then I was like, can you put that together with like a couple of these other ones? And just picked out like a lot of nice parts that I wanted. And they were like, you know what, we'll give it to you. Like normally we would upcharge for creating a custom blade, but we'll give it to you for the price that the Druid blade was going to be. And I was like, cool. You're so nice. So I got a custom blade for all the cheap and I was very happy. Nice. And it's very cool. And when you turn it on, it makes a lot of noise. Like it makes the standard saber noises, but it also talks to you like power on. And
no,
very,
don't
very,
like
very
that
loud.
at all. I don't like that at all.
But the saber noises are great and super realistic.
When you hit stuff, does it say Hellblocker terminated?
No, it's just not.
Okay.
That's a callback to the pre-ramble for those of you that visited us there. It's a very nice piece of art. It's good. I like it. It's fun to hold.
I wish you could turn the voice off though. Like that would really bug me.
Well, they do have a mute button, so like you can have the voice off.
But still have saber sounds?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, then. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. Okay.
It's cool as shit. They have different profiles, too. So, like, the blade, you don't buy just one color. Like, it comes in all the colors. And it comes with different, like, sound profiles, too. So, there's ones
like
that
those
sound
ones
like...
I would send you where, like, it's, like, the more crackly style and then all that weird shit. Yes, that's exactly what I was
about to say. Yeah, like, the crackly ones, the, like, unstable blades. They have...
Oh, I love the unstable ones.
Yeah, they have one that sounds like the dark saber, and I was like, "This is cool as shit," because the dark saber has like a real specific sound profile to it, and it has these like custom profiles, so you can go through them, like hold down a button or whatever, and it scrolls through the different profiles. And it's funny to me because they don't have like the rights to say this is Princess Leia's saber, but they'll have a profile that's like the princess and the fallen apprentice. It's like obviously, yeah, it's good. It's just a fun thing to have. I've always wanted a lightsaber and now I have one and I am very excited to own it. And my cats are very not happy that I have it because they're very scared of it.
That's so funny. I can't remember the people that I liked, but maybe I should look up them. I followed, I say that loosely. There was that guy that I kept seeing stuff on TikTok or whatever. Remember, he's the guy that like you can put like an SD card in and change the sounds, and he made like the fart blade or something.
Oh my god!
So like it was all just like fart noises for all the different things. His lightsabers are really neat, but I don't know anything about brand because I know there's like 10,000 people that make fucking lightsabers.
Yeah.
Well,
Nat 20 Sabers is based here, like in DFW, so I was really excited to get one from them.
That's way better.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Pretty fucking cheap too. That's not bad.
What, the Nat 20 Sabers?
Yeah, sabers for a better price. Fuck yeah! Oh, good on them, man.
They're like super decently priced. I was happy that I didn't have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, because I'm used to seeing like close to like $1,000, like 500.
Yeah, no way.
Are like these don't even crack like 130, guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nat 20. Check them out. Oh, and they're on Etsy too.
Yeah, not sponsored, just passionate. Go get a lightsaber from these guys, and we can duel at my house.
Could they sponsor us? Nat 20. Do you want to sponsor us somehow?
Do you guys want to sponsor us?
I don't know what that looks like.
I don't either.
You know what? You just gotta throw it out there, Kelsey.
Just gotta throw it out there. Maybe I'll send them an email.
Yeah. Yeah. These are nice looking. I like these. Ooh, I like that one.
Do you see the Druid blade on there though? On
yeah,
their website?
it's the first one, and it says new arrival, out of stock.
Yeah. Like they just got it and they're like, nope, not doing it anymore.
No, I'm looking at the Noble because it is just like fucking gold.
Yeah.
It's just so much gold. I love it.
Other things that I saw at the expo, we always look for like Star Wars art and stuff, and they had one of the like
Yes.
official artists from Star Wars there, which I was excited because I was like, oh good, we're gonna see some Star Wars art from like an official person, so it's gonna be like actual characters from the movies doing stuff in character that they would normally do. We're
Yeah.
not gonna see Ahsoka's whole ass.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the first thing I saw when I opened his art book?
Ahsoka's asshole.
Yes, it was so
Okay.
much. I was like, why Ahsoka? Why do so many artists take this? You know why it
You
bothers
were
me?
about to say why. You were about to say why.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that she's like a child in the
Because she's
Clone
a child.
Wars.
Yep.
And they're like, let's just age her up a couple years and then take off her clothes. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Star Wars artists?
That's exactly it. Because we like them young.
I
It's
don't
all about
like it.
that
It
shit, man.
makes me sick. Like, I felt like my skin was crawling when I was looking at these pictures. And they're like, it's... And also, another thing about it, too, is that it's the Rosario Dawson face. And it makes
Okay.
me uncomfortable that they're, like, just drawing, like, naked pictures of Rosario Dawson. I'm like,
Yeah.
why can't you just sell this? Like... I mean, there was equality because
Yeah.
there was some naked Maul too, and I was like, oh,
You were like,
but
well, I will buy that one. Thank you.
God, I'd get some naked Cad Bane, wrinkled blue man.
Gross.
I just don't get it. Like, why do we have to take children,
Everything
little
that's pure?
girls, everything that's pure, and then just take its ass out? Like, don't do that, please.
That's what you do.
I don't like it,
I mean,
but
I know this is unrelated. What's the first thing that came to mind? There's fucking like Cuphead became one of the biggest like porn trends for a while. He's a
Why?
fucking cup. he is cutlery, man. Like he's dishware.
yeah,
And like boom, yeah, let's fucking do that with him and all the bosses. Why not? You know.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I will never understand. I'm not gonna yuck a yum, I guess, but when
It's
it
what people
comes
crave.
to,
It's what they need.
yeah. I just wish they'd leave Ahsoka alone.
Yeah.
But alas, that's pretty much all we bought. I bought a little Black Series Wicket because we didn't
Okay.
have him, but
No
got that. Got the
vinyls?
lightsaber. No vinyls. They did have a lot of vinyl selection because they always do, but I feel like they're always way more expensive there than they are elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why?
I remember when we looked, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
the
not
Paradise
good.
Killer soundtrack there for $150. I was like, I have
Ugh.
this, and it was not that much.
But you bought it when it was new. It's probably
Yeah.
out of print. People can't get it.
Maybe.
Because like my Last of Us one was only like $40. It's like $300 today.
My God.
And I was
that's
able
nuts.
to finally get one, but they reprinted it. Again, circling back now to Friday Roundup.
Yes.
Reprints, man. I'm all for reprints because it can take something that was once accessible and make it accessible yet again, you know?
Yeah.
That's gross, though. See, I love Retro Expo, but I really hate collectibles, even though
Yeah.
I have so fucking many.
Same.
Because
like,
if you don't do it day one, you're just shit out of luck. You're done.
I know. Like, there's so many things that I see, and I'm like, this is a plastic toy, and it's
Yeah.
$3,000. Why?
Because
I
someone
don't
wants to be able to.
get it.
It's the whole like I can say like I can claim to have it. Like I can do this. You can't.
It's all a status thing.
It is.
Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, when we got our Black Series Wicket, I was, like, going to open him. Richard was like, are you going to take him out of the box? And I was like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want
100%.
to? He was like, well, I guess. I was like, do you want to, like, sell it later? He was like, no. I'm taking him out of the box then.
Well, then he's coming out of the box. Like
yeah, I'm about to play with him.
I got a TikTok of like a collectible shop thing, and was like when the out of box collector comes in, and this guy's like, "You got any of these pops?" And he's like trying to find stuff, and he finally like finds the one pop that he wants, and this guy's like, "Yeah, it's mint," and he's like, "Wow, this really is mint. That's nice. How much?" So he asks, he pays the money, and then he just fucking demolishes the box to rip it open, and he just holds the pop in his hand, and then the shopkeeper's like, "You just said it was mint," and he's like, "Yeah, it was mint."
I have
See ya.
unminted it.
And then he walks out of the store.
Yeah.
Like, I have two pops in the box. And I bought a second one to take out of the box for one of them.
Yeah.
Like, I only went hard on one. And that was just because at the time, pops were still kind of new, so I didn't really know what was up with them.
Yeah.
At this stage, I would have never bought one to have just in the box. I would have bought the one that I would have taken out, and that'd have been it. I have a Nathan Drake pop from when Uncharted 4 came out because I was like, I don't know, I need one that's in the box. Well, I have one that's out of the box. And then I have another one that was like a GameStop exclusive that I got on eBay for like $5 or something. Because this guy didn't know what he had, and it's in the box. But like, I'm not going to sell it.
Weird. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sell it. Right now, Bulma's in her box from Dragon Ball just because I haven't set up like the Dragon Ball shelf, so she's only in there until it's time for her to go up somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, take
Like-
your stuff out of the box. If you're going to play with them, if you're going to keep them, if you're not planning on like
Yeah.
holding it for futures or whatever, just take it out of the box. It's okay. Jason,
Yeah,
take it
it's
out of the
fine.
box. It's fine.
Pet its little head. It's
Pet their
fine.
little flocked heads.
Like, some pops are bobbleheads. How do you bobble the head
Oh.
in the box?
You got to take them out. You got to play with your toys.
Because BB-8 bobblehead, R2-D2 bobblehead, and I always walk by.
Got to bobble them.
Man, oh, speaking of collectibles and all that shit, I just have to throw it out there for fun. I have to throw it out there for fun.
Okay.
And how it's a whole, like, because I didn't know first day, you know, like, I missed out now, right? But I got a news story that I've already shared in the Discord with everyone, so Discord people know, but I'm going to put it out here on the show because I think it's funny.
Okay.
But Magic the Gathering
Yes.
is releasing some cards.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I don't give a shit. And then it was like, but it's My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And I was like,
You got to get them.
what they look like. So I look at them, right? And I was like, I kind of hate the artwork on them. I kind of
really?
think they're real ugly. I'm like,
I wanna
oh,
look them up again.
this is like nightmare ponies. I don't like these. They kind of freak me out. But they're releasing 4 of them, and I was like, how cool. But why wouldn't you have all of them?
Yeah.
Right? And then it goes, this is part
Oh my
2,
God.
which will complete the set. The first set we released in 2019.
Oh my God.
I have only heard of the fact that Magic the Gathering has these cards in 2023. And now, if I wanted those original 3 cards, they are $400.
Holy fuck.
I can buy this set today, day 1, $39.
I really don't like the art on these.
They freak me the fuck out.
Fluttershy especially just has something wrong with
You
her.
can't tell me that that looks normal in any way.
Stay out of my shit.
What did you type in to see that? I want to see him again.
I laughed at myself because I typed in MTGMLP.
You know what? That's what I'm going to type in. Let's see what we get. Okay. Yeah, preview the new cards on Polygon. Let's see. I don't
That's where I'm
like...
at.
They have weird, like... None of their proportions are the same.
They just don't look like the characters do. Like they look like they're trying to be realistic while at the same time maintaining the plastic toy nature of the ponies.
See,
And it comes off very like Happy Tree Friends kind of.
I like Pinkie Pie. Hers is good.
I don't.
Fluttershy, I think, looks the most like an actual horse with like long legs and stuff.
Okay.
Applejack's fucking face
So
is
terrifying.
going to give me nightmares.
Yeah.
I cannot stand her eye. Like, her eyes are
They're so
bigger than her
big.
head. I
so
can't
scary.
stand that. And Rainbow Dash looks like a toy. Like, she does look like a straight up toy.
Yeah.
And guess what? I would have these just to have them. I'm never going to build a deck and put these in play. I don't know
That
what
would be
Magic the
so-
Gathering's about, right?
I can't imagine someone is playing a Magic the Gathering game and then suddenly busts out like an Applejack card. Like, does that
Well,
happen?
supposedly these are not tournament regulated, so like you can't go to a
Uh-huh.
tournament and play with these. Like you could
I
probably do that
see.
at home, you know. But like I really want the original 3 cuz it's got the best cards in it.
Yeah, those are really cool. Rarity, Nightmare Moon, and Princess Twilight Sparkle.
Dude, that fucking Nightmare Moon kicks fucking ass, dude. She kicks
does.
all the ass.
That actually
That one
like,
looks good.
Yeah, that's a good piece of art right there. The rest of them
Yeah.
they're just like too shaded in a way that is not.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and tie it in here. Let's go ahead and tie it back in to the
tie it in.
Ahsoka stuff. You ready?
Oh God, okay.
I need you to look at that rarity card.
Yeah, I know she's fully presenting.
There you go. Like
Nobody else is like that.
why?
Why is she doing that? Why do people?
Because
why do they do this for
she's the
Rarity?
hot one.
Why though?
Because she's like the Pris fashionista one. So like she's
Posh
I
Spice.
guess. Yeah. I guess. But yeah, like nobody else, no rears in sight. The way God intended. But that one in particular is clearly different.
Yeah.
I want that fucking Nightmare Moon though. Nightmare Moon is
nice.
the shit. I love Nightmare Moon.
Man.
She's awesome. But anyway, I found out about those and see like day 1, I bet you those 3 cards $25, maybe 30. And like these 4 that are coming out. I was going to get the foil ones cuz if you're going to get them, why not get the fucking
Why not get the
banger ones,
foil
right?
ones? Yeah.
You get the banging ones. They're 50.
Okay.
But still, $50 for 4 cards, and these 3 run $400 today. That's why collecting shit sucks. I've never heard of these
Yeah.
until today. Those came out 4 years ago, and now I got to spend $100 for each year I missed?
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
baddie.
That's why collecting sucks. Guys, collecting is kind of super fucking fun. But we should stop doing it.
We should stop. I've been too deep in the Star Wars collectibles. I think I'm gonna have to stop going to Retro Expo because every time I go, I'm like, but I don't have
Yeah.
this one, and then I'm like, but do I need it?
See? Because I've seen your shelf. I know what you're talking about. That's the
It's
whole
fucking
purge
full.
that I had to have. That's what happened with all the pops. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, they're cool and I enjoy them.
Yeah.
But at some point, there's nowhere for another one to go.
Yeah.
So that's when
The
you really
collection's
start to go
complete.
like, but the collection's not complete. You just don't have space for it.
My collection is complete.
Yeah. That's why we've purged so many pops, because it's like, I can't bring another one in this house and go, well, it lives on the floor. It's the only available space, you know.
Yeah.
Collecting's bad.
It's bullshit.
Let's do it sparingly.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a quick break?
Yes, please.
Let's do that.
Man, as I've been like rewatching pieces of the Harry Potter movies, it makes me so sad that J.K. Rowling is such a goddamn dickbag because movie 7, like
Dude.
some of these
Yeah.
movies, they get fucking dark and they're like good
yeah.
movies. They're just good movies from like a
Yeah.
cinematic perspective. And I hate that I feel guilt when I watch them. I'm like, man,
Dude, we
this sucks.
finished that trivia show thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Taylor just busts out crying, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I just hate that she's taking this from people because
Yeah.
like she fucking loves Harry Potter."
It's a good fucking franchise. And
And
it
I think this is
sucks.
a perfect. You gotta be able to separate artist from the art, man, because none of the art has her methodologies in it. She keeps trying to backpedal and claim that this means stuff, but she said
Yeah.
the same thing has meant 5 different things over the years. So that lets
Yeah.
you know it doesn't fucking mean those things.
If you enjoyed that little snippet of the preamble, you can get the full entire bonus episode by going on over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up there to be a patron. The patrons are our good buddies, our pals, our 10-4 Rogers. They live there in the Discord. We talk to them via our CB radio. We love them so much. It's perfect. It's wonderful. It's only $2. Get in there. If you want to be the ultimate supporter beyond the Patreon, you can get yourself some Yumtope gear over at the Yumtope Apparel store. We've got some delightful hoodies. It's becoming hoodie season, finally. Thank goodness. Bless the autumn time.
Mhm.
get you a hoodie. Why not? The link to the shop lives in the show notes. And thank you, of course, to all of our supporters, whether you support us monetarily or support us just by listening. We love each and every one of you. Here's a gentle kiss on the forehead. Mwah. Let's get you back to that regularly scheduled content.
Okay. I don't know how hard I'm going in on this topic, but I
Okay.
felt like you would enjoy some of it.
Yes.
So, of course, since the announcement on the show that Taylor and I got engaged,
Yes.
Taylor has been in non-stop only wedding mode.
Excellent. That's exhausting,
We
but I'm happy
don't
for you.
Discuss anything anymore. We have no other interests.
All wedding all the time.
It's all wedding all the time. And really that's just because she wants to know where it'll happen, and then she feels like she can relax. So like the venue is like the hot item, right?
That's the big one to get out of the way, because once you do that, pretty much everything else can fall into place.
Yeah. So we have been to a couple, and actually we're going to 2 more tomorrow. So, but thought I'd tell you about it. So we went to one place. I feel like I shouldn't like badmouth them because they may eventually one day hear this. Probably not in any way. But did you look at venues when you were doing stuff? Like, did you go to
No.
places?
Not
You were
even
always
remotely.
just like, nope, we're just going to do it there. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. You will meet the absolute happiest people of life
Yes.
that do wedding shit.
Yeah.
They are always so just like, life is a box of amazing pony chocolates. It's great.
I mean, they make dreams come true as their profession. Like, they get to see the happiest
man.
times.
Like, they're just so sparkly. And I'm like,
Yes.
but are you paid to be sparkly? Or what's the deal? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't buy it.
They make me want to get into the wedding business just because they're all so just they seem at peace.
You know what? Maybe I'll talk you into it in a little bit from a guy that we talked to.
All right.
But so anyway, we go view the first place. It was great, man. I liked it. It's very, very small. Super small. Very intimate. I mean, really, the groom suite where I would have been,
Uh-huh.
I could barely stand in there alone.
That's how they do the groom suites, though. Like, they'll be like, here's this beautiful upstairs suite with all these attached bathrooms and a fainting couch for the bride. And also there's just, like, the best natural light
closet.
you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
Yeah.
And then you go downstairs and it's like, and here, underneath the kitchen, we've made a little broom closet for the groom. This is where he stands.
Yeah.
Until he's ready.
So we looked at that, and I was still cool with this place. It had like a secret garden in the back where you could go do your own
Nice.
photos afterward
yeah.
and all this shit, right? And I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. So Taylor and Mary goes with us everywhere because she's also the officiant as well, so she kind of
nice.
should know these things maybe.
Yeah.
But they had great things to say. We get in the car, right? Close the door, and I'm like, so what everybody think? I'm ready to like throw it a 10, right? And they shit this place like hard, and I was like,
Oh, no.
yeah, I hated it too. Grody. Because I don't fucking know. I just know I'm supposed to walk somewhere and be there, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that's my only role is be there.
Yeah.
You know, so
show
I'm
up,
like,
say yes.
hey, there's a closet for me to stand in. I guess I'm good, right?
My waiting space.
So that was fine. And then we went and viewed another place, and I was still surprised at like how small it was. I was like, this is still a pretty small place. But they have like a little river that runs next to it.
Ooh.
And you're supposed to be whisked away in a gondola at the end of it. So
Fuck
like
yes, that's amazing.
everybody stands there, you get on the gondola, and they just like take you away from everybody, and then you're just like, fuck off to all the people that you leave behind, right?
Then you disappear around the corner and get out of the gondola, get in your car and drive away.
Well, so they actually partner with the hotel that's next door, so it would just like take you around the corner, and then you just go up to the hotel, and then you just stay there.
All right.
Still incredibly small, like really fucking small.
Yeah.
And the price difference was like 6 times different.
Holy shit.
So I'll go ahead and tell you for that one. So the gondola place, they wanted, what do you think? Because you didn't really look at venues. So what do you think a venue goes for?
Yeah, so with my friend Michelle, who's recently engaged, I've been touring venues with her, and those range in the ballpark of like 3,500 to like 10,000.
Oh, this place was 24.
That's too fucking much. How
Yeah.
many guests can they fit?
Like 150, I think.
That's too
That's
much money
small, right?
for that few people.
I know. And I mean, we don't even have 100 people, so it's like we fit it, but
Yeah.
but no, right? So then we toured a place earlier this week. I will name drop this place because it was pretty fucking amazing.
Okay.
It's called Reflections.
Reflection.
It's in Plano, and you know what you know what feels weird about it to me?
What?
It's on the street I live on.
What?
Like if I come out of my apartment complex, right?
Uh-huh.
Spring Creek is literally right there. I just hit Spring
Oh.
Creek. It's right there. If I just keep taking that road, it goes to this place. Like
Okay, easy.
I don't have to do anything. It's right on the road I live on.
Perfect.
Technically, it's just like 30 minutes away. But didn't that weird you out that like you can well, I mean, you're in like a straight up cul-de-sac. Like your street doesn't stretch 40 minutes in one direction, you know?
Yeah.
But like that feels weird. I'm like, I live on this street and there's like a whole world just down the road, you know?
That is a little bit weird.
But price way cheaper than the 24,000, right?
Good.
Ungodly massive in size comparatively. Like
Really?
who is making these prices then? Cuz like this place was fucking gigantic compared to the two places we've already seen. And I'm like, "My god. What a place, right?" And
Yeah.
I didn't get a broom closet. I get a TV.
There you
I
go.
can just bring my PlayStation and play Uncharted until it's time.
A lot of the places have like a gaming console in the groom suite.
Every place was like, "No, you have to bring your own. Get the fuck out of here."
All right.
Dumbasses. I'm just like, well, I didn't think there'd be one. I don't know what's here. I mean, the first place I found, there was like a futon for me to sit on. Like, I don't know what to expect, you know? Like, my
Yeah.
first impression was not a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But so, that place was pretty amazing, man. A pretty legit place. But we happened to go and tour during an open house where they also had their vendors there and they also
yes.
fed everybody.
Yeah. I love that shit.
Because they have food on site. Like, they don't do vendors. Like, you bring everyone else, but the food is already through that place.
That's cool. So they wrap all
So-
that together for you.
Yes, and they fed everybody. And it was good. I don't know. Like, you don't really eat meat anymore, but, like, they had chicken, and I was like, that tastes just like chicken. That's not a flavor, you know?
Okay.
Like, a lot of things can just be plain chicken tasting, you know?
Yeah. Plain chicken tasting.
The steak, yeah, solid steak, man. Their salmon, pretty solid salmon. It was very nice. But I was like, well, we gotta know vegetarian stuff because Kelsey can't eat this shit.
I would eat chicken. Don't
And it
plan
was
around
like,
me.
yeah, there's grass outside. No, not really. No, they had like a whole menu besides that, but
That's good.
you know. So we were looking at that. That place is solid, but we're actually going to 2 places tomorrow,
Nice.
and that could change everything by now. You know.
Yeah. Wedding venue hunting is a lot. Like, I didn't have to do it, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. But for what I've been doing with Michelle this year, like, it's a lot. You go there, and there's
It's
just
really
like,
not like a lot. It's just, are you willing to spend the money for this?
yeah, that's exactly it.
You know what I mean?
Reconciling what you want to spend the money on, which is difficult because it can be hard to feel, I don't know. It can be hard to feel like you want to spend money on something that is not a permanent thing. You know, it's a
Tangible.
party. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not tangible. That's the word. Like, it's something that is fleeting. It's going to happen. You're going to remember like a quarter of it, and then it's going to be gone forever. But
Because like, I had my number for what the full everything should be when we walk away from this whole event, right? Yeah, it's not even like a drop in what people want in a lot of
Man.
places, and I'm like, oh god. But we'll make
Yeah,
it work.
the wedding industry is something. Like, it's
Yeah,
I feel like so there's some people in there that are like there to squeeze people out of money, but then there's other people that are like, I want to make your whole entire fairy
Yeah.
tale come true.
And frankly, I will be on. That's how Reflections felt. That was a very nice place. So
That's good.
I don't know who is listening to this and getting married or engaged or whatever, but Reflections is solid, man. If you happen to be in Texas.
All right.
But the DJ guy was there. We're talking to the
Uh-huh.
DJ guy, right?
Okay.
And just like you were saying, like, I kind of want to get into it. I was talking to him, and I just have to fucking talk to people because why not? But I was like, how'd you get into this? And he was like, honestly, because, so he's like, hey, how's it going? And Taylor just said, how are you? And he goes, not many people ask.
Oh.
I'm doing good, thanks. And then he was real talking, so I was like, I should just talk to this man. You
Yeah,
know?
it sounds like he needs a friend.
So I'm just talking to him, and then I was like, but also genuinely curious. I was just like, how did you get into this? And he's like, honestly, in my wildest dreams, I never thought that I would be doing this. He was like,
Yeah.
I've been DJing since I graduated high school. I've been doing clubs for like 17 years.
Goddamn.
And he's like, you do clubs, and it's great and all that stuff. But I had a friend that did weddings, and he was like, you should try it. And I was like, man, that's stupid. And he's like, that's my only business now. He's like, you know how much better it is to DJ for a wedding and still get paid your club price? And you get to see people be happy and not just vomiting all over the floor?
That sounds like
He's
a way
like-
better deal.
He's like, this is great. He fucking like was so about it. He was into it. And I was like, that's cool. Like he found, because who really does go like, I'm into photography, I'm going to do weddings. You probably,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
fall into it.
yeah. I feel like wedding is a good industry to get into if you like happiness. Because, like, people that are doing wedding stuff, you're doing what you love, first of all. Like, you're
Yeah.
either creating dresses or you're doing a wedding planning, which, like, that's a huge industry. You're baking
yeah.
cakes. Like, you're doing stuff that is creative and helping to fuel another person's happiest day of their life.
Yeah. That's pretty much
Why
what this
wouldn't you
guy
want
was
to?
saying. He was like, I come play music and people are happy.
Yeah.
And then
What's
he was
better?
like, plus, he was like, I mean, I don't toot my own horn, but I do a pretty good job. And he was like, my Amazon driver came and delivered a package one day, and he goes, hey, wait, you were the DJ at my wedding.
Oh, my God.
And he was like, oh, cool. So they were talking, and he's like, dude, people still talk about that. People
Man, that's
still
awesome.
talk about my wedding and the DJ from like 6 years ago.
You should hire that dude.
That's what I was saying. I mean, I really liked him. He was a cool dude. But that is, I don't know if you've heard this with your friend that you're going around with, but everything we keep hearing is people are going to remember two things about your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's none of the people. It's your DJ and the food.
Yep.
That's it. They don't give a shit about the bride and groom. They don't give a shit about the place they're in. Was there banging music and was I full-on food? Like,
Yeah.
that's what they care about.
Those are the two major things.
But yeah, we were just talking about that. So then last night was all, because I told you, that's all it is. I was like, I could go play Spider-Man now. And she's like, or you could look up First Dance songs.
Oh.
So we looked up First Dance songs for like 3 hours.
Oh, my God.
I told you, this is all we do now.
All right.
There's
It's your new
nothing else.
identity.
There's nothing else. This is it.
Only wedding.
As soon as she hears this podcast, like, I know I'm going to get slapped.
Oh.
Because it's
You're
not all we
enjoying
do
it, though,
at all.
right?
I mean, it's fine. Nothing's happening yet. Like,
Yeah, but you're having fun dreaming about your big day.
I mean, like I said, I just have to be there.
Okay.
I have to walk there. I mean, it's really about her for me. Like, I've done the part that I need to do.
Yeah.
Like, now it's time for her to be super happy and all that stuff. Like,
So you're just like fueling the stuff to make her happy at this point. The wedding's not about you.
it's not about me
Taylor.
at all, really.
'Kay.
Like, I don't feel like it is. I feel like, I mean, it's about us.
Yeah.
But she's the one that's looking for all this stuff, Because, like,
yeah.
I was almost down to just do it in Vegas and just be like, there we go.
Just get it out the way. Come back married.
And she was almost to that point the other day, though. She was like, we just fucking fly back to Vegas and get this over with.
There was definitely a point in our planning when I was like, let's just get married.
Man, her TikTok's got her pinned now. It is only wedding stuff. She has not seen a funny TikTok in weeks.
Oh, God.
But there was one that she was watching. Because, you know, there's a lot of people that, like, I'm not trying to shit on your day, but, like, your day doesn't matter and all that stuff. Because this lady basically said what you said. She was like, the cost to get married is $200. That's how much a wedding certificate is. And that's all you need to get married.
Yeah.
So everything you spend beyond that is now what you just wanted. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
about
have
your
to have
happiness.
any of it, you know?
Yeah, you don't
I know,
have
but, like,
to, but if you want it, you should have it.
But it was putting stuff in perspective like that. Like, everyone thinks, well, this is the template for one. No.
Right.
You can make it as small or as big as you want. So,
Yeah.
so like, the point was, a wedding costs $200.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you have from that small of a margin to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, it can be literally anywhere in between.
Yeah.
So the point of that TikTok was more like, literally create what you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to go bigger. You don't have to go smaller. Look for what you're looking for and then call it a day, you know?
Right.
Because it doesn't need to be, well, we need 16 cheese fountains and shit because we have, you know, everyone needs their own cheese fountain. Like, it doesn't have to be anything like that. You can do what you want,
Yeah.
you know? And we're already breaking, like, every tradition that's there. Like, we're not doing hardly anything that you would normally do. So our money's just pretty much on venue once we find it. But I think we found it already, but we are going to 2 more places and we'll see what happens there.
All right. Well, fingers crossed you have good experience.
But we still have to do Bridal Expo in December.
Yes. I can't believe it's so far away. 3 months.
Because I want to win prizes, man.
Gotta win prizes.
And actually, when we went to the one place, we entered for 50% off this lady's photography package or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think we went to her website. Maybe we didn't, but I thought it had, like, a lady dipping a lady as, like, the first photo. So I was like,
Hell
gotta
yeah.
hire that one. That's the
Yes.
one. Because I'm still trying to find your lady that was at the show that you brought up. Like, I want to have someone that's very, like, LGBT pro, and I'll be like, you deserve this money.
Yeah.
I know you're not coming to photographize that, but, like,
You want to
you
support the
deserve the
people that
money.
support the good stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you in the know when we get there.
It's very exciting. I'm very happy for you. Wedding planning is stressful, but it can be fun if you just, like, if you're able to relax into it.
See, I'm not stressed about it. I'm just like,
'Cause you're the man, and the men never get
but
stressed.
like, but I'm just like, well, we just got to find a place. But, like, I think that's it because, like, she has the picture,
Yeah.
and when it doesn't match the picture, that causes the stress. Because remember, I was happy with the broom closet place, and then they were like, gross, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, but there was a place for me to be there.
There was a little closet where I can,
Like,
be in my goblin hidey hole until it's done.
yeah, like, I don't need a TV. It's fine. I'll just be in there.
Good stuff. Well, I won't dwell on this part too long, but I did see a movie.
Okay.
I saw the new Poirot movie, A Haunting in Venice.
Okay. And?
It's good. I liked it.
Not
if you
great.
like, no, I mean,
It's
it
just like,
didn't.
yeah, it's good.
It didn't blow me away. It was a good, solid 7. I enjoyed my time with it. It was Poirot.
That's how I felt with Glass Onion. Honestly. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I had fun. It was good.
Yeah,
but
if
I
you like mysteries, you'll like
Wasn't
this
Knives
movie.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah. It does have just a shitload of jump scares in it that I did not expect.
Oh, man.
So many jump scares. Like,
I don't like that.
for no real reason. I mean, it takes place on Halloween, and it's like a seance, and it's spooky times, but there's a
better
scene-
ways to scare.
Yeah, there's a scene during the seance where they're, like, talking to the ghost via a typewriter, and every time the typewriter arm, like, slams on the paper, it's like, and it, like, cuts to the typewriter arm real fast.
Oh, my
and
God. Okay.
it's so loud and jumpy, and I was like, I hate this. But
Talk to Me did one scene like that, and I was like, this is the only scene I don't like in this movie.
yeah,
Like, because it
jump
was
scares
just...
aren't necessary.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even a jump scare. It was just loud for no reason. I was like, why is this part really loud?
Like Oppenheimer.
Yeah, like
It's loud for no reason. But if you can get over the loud typewriter, good movie. It's a really good mystery, great twists,
Okay.
keeps you on the edge of your seat. I enjoyed it.
I like want to ask a question, but I don't want it spoiled.
Well, ask me and I'll tell you if it's going to be a spoiler or not.
Are there really ghosts?
That'd be a spoiler.
I know, but that's what I want to know. Like,
If you,
I don't know what else to ask about.
Well,
Because
okay,
that's
so
the only question I have is like, because I don't believe there are really ghosts there. I don't think that's what's happening.
okay, so if you don't want spoilers for this movie, fast forward a couple minutes. But
I mean, I might just cut it out, but okay, I'm into
So,
that.
yeah, it was good. I recommend it. 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Solid Poirot. Another thing that I have been watching, I promised you guys last week that I would check out The
Yep.
Piece.
I'm
And
ready.
I did not realize, I want to Google it now, but the first episode of One Piece was a whole fucking hour. It's like, this
I
is
mean,
thick.
That's not bad.
I thought that they were going
'Cause
to
I
be
thought
like
they
little
were all an
half-hour
hour.
shows.
I
Are they all
thought,
an hour?
I figured they would be.
I don't know.
Because it's on Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
they don't really do 20-minute shows. They
Yeah,
only
I
do
was
boob
expecting...
shows.
I was expecting like half an hour, maybe 35 minutes if it's like an extra special
No,
episode
yeah.
or something.
They run 50 to 60 minutes apiece.
Okay.
Which
so
I thought, okay.
I can get through like a third to a half of an episode at bed before I'm going to sleep. So I've been watching slowly, but I'm really
Okay.
enjoying it actually. It's way better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Well, I mean,
And-
it's been around for 30 fucking years. It better
Yeah.
be good.
But you know how anime, when it's translated into live action, just like not good, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the general consensus is whenever you take an anime, you make it live action, then it's bad.
I mean, I liked Cowmop Beat Boy. Like, I watched the first show and was all like, that captured the soul pretty good. I'm into this. But then I
Good.
didn't watch it because I was like, I can watch the real show.
So I wonder if they did the same thing with Beat Bop Cow Bop than they did with One Piece because the
I love this trend for us.
I do too. So they kept like the anime essence of the show. Like I did
Yeah.
not expect. I don't know if you know this about One Piece, but like the main pirate guy is like Stretch fucking Armstrong.
I only
He's-
know the whole like lip thing where he does that.
Yeah, him Stretchy. Like he has secret
Oh,
stretch
did
powers.
not know that.
Yeah, his arms like go out 30 feet and shit. And the first
Okay.
time that happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's so unexpected.
And then you went, but I'm into it. Nice.
Yeah, like it keeps the ridiculousness of anime and keeps kind
Yeah.
of the heart alive. Like the characters really embody kind of, this is not a, they have a really good balance of like, we are serious actors doing a show, but also this is a really fun show and we're going to keep it lighthearted and excited and silly. So,
Because, see, that's why I thought you would kind of like Cowbop Meat Boy.
okay.
Because it's fully serious. There's no ridiculousness in that show. There's nothing crazy in that show. It's a very grounded, realistic show.
Okay.
I mean, granted, it takes place in a time where there's space travel, but like, there's nothing really fantastical about it. Like, Star Wars isn't even really that fantastical. Nothing is
Right.
like super out of the ordinary besides the Force. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rest of it's pretty legit and grounded.
Yeah.
So the live action cowboy like couldn't really do anything crazy with it because it's like, well, it's not like this guy can fly. Like he's just a dude, you know. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
crazy about him. So the show was also very normal, which is why I'm a little curious about this one, how they transition that zany into it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Zany is a great adjective for what they're doing. And I am in love with the green-haired man. His name is Zorro, and I'm going to hold his little face in my hands.
When you watch all 8, I will think about yo-hoing it.
Okay. I'll let you know at the end of the 8 episodes whether I loved it enough to make you watch it.
Or if you would continue with another season.
Yeah. If I'm like, I'm ready for the next season. I'm just so worried because it is a Netflix show, and you know how Netflix do. I wouldn't
They
know
have
what
renewed it
numbers.
already for the second
Okay.
season, which is in active development. So
Good. I would like to know what numbers this show is doing so I can see if I can count on future seasons, because I feel
It's
like
all
the
out,
show
though, right?
is.
Like,
Yeah.
all 8 are there. Okay.
I think so. I just want to know, like, are the fans of the anime super into this show? Because they're. I worry that the people who like the anime are going to be like, don't watch the show, it's not as good. But
Yeah.
I don't know how anime fans work, especially around One Piece. So I don't have enough information to make a judgment on whether I think they will have future seasons.
I guess I can't know numbers, but this is okay. So ratings. Here we go. Topped the charts for 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
Well, Beat Morp Cat Bop
For
had
them.
like really good critically ratings, right? Like they thought it was a very good show.
You know what? Let me look.
Because that's
Because
what worries
this
me
is
about
getting
it.
pretty good reviews as well.
Yeah. And if Cowbop is
It
going to
did
be
not
like
at all.
It didn't? Okay. Okay.
No,
Then I feel a little bit
it's-
better.
Yeah, it's got a 45 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes. Okay.
And One Piece, it looks like it was sitting at like 86, so it's like doubled. Well, the one review that I saw just said that it keeps the essence of that show in mind here.
Okay.
Which feels to me like that's pretty good on them, you know.
Yeah.
2023 Rotten Tomato, yep, 86. So it is by far more well liked than the other one.
Okay. Good.
But, you know, that's not based on episodes, because that first episode was very solid for Cowboy, but I know that it ended halfway through the show, and people wanted the full cast, and they didn't get that, and I wonder if that's part of why they didn't like it,
Okay.
you know? But this is so vast, there's no way you could get everything, so people are probably more willing to do without some stuff for now.
Yeah.
I mean, Cowboy is 26 shows total as a whole now, and you did 10 and we didn't even get halfway through it.
Yeah, that
You know,
sucks.
like, people got mad,
But
which
so
is fine.
we're up through like the currently produced One Piece live action covers, we said like 45 episodes of the actual anime. Is that what we found last time?
Something like that, yeah.
And if it's 8 episodes with 20-minute, like if we're breaking each of the episodes up into little 20-minute single episodes, then you're covering 24 episodes. But I know One Piece is one of those animes, like the early Dragon Ball, where it's just like you'll have a whole episode of people screaming at each other, and they can cut that
Yeah.
out for content and be like, let's roll through it.
Like, if they would do a One Piece Kai, I would definitely watch that shit.
I mean, there's One Piece that exists, where
Oh, yeah.
they've.
Did I send you that TikTok? I found a lady that was like, here's how to watch it.
I don't
she had
know,
like
maybe.
a whole thing.
But yeah, there is like it's called One Piece, and it's a fan edit where they've taken out all the moments that you don't need for story. So it's like the
Yeah.
shot lingers on the crowd for 35 seconds. They cut it to 10 seconds.
Because when Dragon Ball Z Kai came out, people hated it because it cut out so much shit, right? But that community over time has been like, it's the better way to watch it. Like,
Okay.
I don't have to waste so much time, and it's just as good. Like,
yeah.
I think I can do a One Piece. Maybe I'll do a
Yeah.
One Piece.
I'm not going to like commit fully into the piece just yet. Like I'm going to watch the Netflix show. If I like it, I will consider One Piece.
Yeah.
But I
45% faster than watching the anime. That's 137 hours saved.
good lord.
That's
That's nuts.
great. I enjoy that.
So watch One Piece with
Okay.
me. Like crowd, please.
I'll
I
yo-ho
want-
it when we get out of here, and I'll look at it.
I want people to talk to about it.
Fine.
We'll talk about it in the Discord.
We will. Okay. So you dug in first. I feel like it's a joint effort. I will
Okay.
dig in by the next one, and I will have a couple shows down to go over it next time as well.
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay. One last thing about it that I gotta know. Is it in 4K? Do I just get it in 1080? Like, do I need to see it pretty?
I mean, it's fine. There's nothing in it that I would be like, ooh, shiny, beautiful.
Narrated by Ian McShaw. That's not who I thought it was. Oh, it's narrated by the guy that owns the Continental. That's cool.
The Continental.
From
The
John
hotel?
Wick. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
that's cool. What's today? Oh, man. No. Next week, though, Yo-ho and that Castlevania for sure. I'm
Okay.
so ready for that shit. Oh my god, it looks so good. Okay. Well, you did it. You dunk in a toe.
I dunked in a toe.
I guess it's my turn to respond. So, I'll get it going.
All right.
All right, you ready to dig back into the One Piece?
I'm ready to sail the seas.
If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth, like we talked in our Friday roundup recently, is the best way to get this into fresh new ears. We were talking about how Elemental, not doing good, but word of mouth got it going. Word of mouth really is the best that we can ask of you guys. Please tell a friend. It would mean the world to us. We release weekly every single Monday. Be sure to tell them that. We have not missed a Monday in 4.5 years.
Not
We
ever.
will be there. Some people haven't even had their jobs that long. They've transitioned jobs in the time that we're still doing it, you know? Like, you can count on us.
We've been here.
But if you want to talk to us, you can catch us over at X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, still at YMBTOAP. Let us know what you thought of some of our topics this week. Are you watching the One Piece live action? Let us know if you're a anime fan or a manga fan that doesn't like it, or if you're like, no, it checks out. It's still pretty good. We would like to know. Do you go to the ballet? You got season tickets to the ballet? Did you know that these dudes was wearing petticoats and shit, jumping around? I didn't know that. And let us know if you went to Retro Expo, a little bit localized here in the Dallas area, because that's where it just happened. But if you went, what'd you buy? Would love to know what you bought out there. Even though we're telling you not to buy collectibles, I still want to know what you bought. And if you're in the know, you can hit us up on Discord. If you jump into our Patreon for the lowest tier of just $2, you can talk to us immediately in the Discord with an episode discussion channel we have. You can talk about our pre-ramble. If you go up a little bit more to our middle tier, you get a whole other show, and you can talk to us about that show in the dedicated channel. And it's also prime spooky season time, so we have a whole spooky season channel popping off with all the stuff going on. We loves the spooky stuff here at Yimtope. Be looking forward to next month. It's October soon. We got to get the spooky stuff going.
Ooh.
And again, just thank you to all of our patrons. Love you guys so much. Whether it's your first time listening or you've been a patron since the Patreon joined, we love you guys and appreciate you so, so much.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraz. Check him out on YouTube. Smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for listening. And tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Are we going to become One Piece fanboys?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Are you looking for a podcast about the blindest of love?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh, wow. That was a weak sauce.
Oh.
Fucking weak sauce, man. Excuse me. Oh. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to just fucking yell into this microphone. But, like, I let it just, like the air just, like, escape out. And, man, there was no pressure in that one. I straight up said, oh. Are you looking for another podcast? Oh.
Oh.
Man, that sucks. But, hey, that's the O.